everybody in podcast land. It is a Marc and Coco show. Welcome back. How you doing, Coco?
I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain, although nobody would listen.
I listen.
Well, I know. I don't have anything to complain about, really. I
Oh,
do,
I
but
I have a lot to complain about.
I just keep it in perspective. It could be a lot worse than what it is.
That is true.
And
That
I just choose to focus on like the good things that are going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know one thing I need to do is I need to shave. Mm.
It's looking a little patchy.
Yeah,
I guess it just needs to be shaped up. You know what I mean?
yeah. No, it's pretty batchy. I never been able to really grow a full beard.
Like a full-on beard.
Yeah.
Did you want to?
Yeah. I
Really?
always wanted to. But you always wish what you can't have really. So I always wanted to have a full beard. But I look terrifying when I shave any of this off.
That's not true.
No, it was one time, and I've always rocked a goatee, always since.
Have you?
Since high school, yeah. And
I don't recall.
Wore it every day. And then when I was in college, when I was going to Flanagan Smith, I decided that I was just gonna shave it off. So I shaved it off. And I came to school. Nobody really said anything, right?
Not yet.
So I went. I was there after school. I went to grandma's house, and a friend of mine, was driving by and saw me, and he stopped by, and he he was an older guy. He was from Memphis, I believe, and he was a point guard for the basketball team. And he came up to the house, and he was like, "Hey, brother Love, hey man, don't ever cut your mustache off again."
Really? Dang.
I was like, is that bad, man? He's like, dude, don't do that.
What? Why? What was his experience?
I don't know.
Not having facial hair.
I don't know. He just said that, just kind of walked off. I was like, dang, is that bad?
And from that moment on, you just like never again?
Very rare.
See the power that people have. All it does is take one person to just steal your joy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, have you seen Aldous Alba without
a
mustache? Yeah, he looks weird.
He just looks different. Weird.
He looks like an alien.
But you know what it is I am actually used to seeing him. Like I was first introduced to him when he didn't have facial hair. So,
yeah, when he was younger. Yeah, when he was younger, when he started out, he didn't wear a lot of facial hair. But you can't hear me.
So no more facial hair is what you're saying. I mean, you will always have facial hair.
Some kind. I mean, unless one day I'm just sick of it and I just cut it off. But for the most part, it's here to stay, baby. So at least the goatee, at least the mustache.
So what are you gonna get rid of? Like the parts around the
sides and all this scraggly stuff down here. That looks like
taco meat. No, it isn't like taco meat. See, your hair is. You have.
Looks like the bad lands.
Hair.
It looks like the Badlands in Arizona. Just.
Oh my gosh! I'm just gonna sip my tea on that one.
Well, while you sipping, I'm sipping too.
What are you drinking on?
Orange juice.
That's it. Womp womp. No. Well, I mean. No Georgia champagne or.
No, I'm trying to cut back on Georgia champagne.
So our last podcast made an impact, huh?
Yeah, I need to just chill out a little bit on that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good for you. I'm
Nah.
having a orange mojito tea. It's so good. Doesn't taste
Oh.
anything like mojitos. It's just a really good orange tea.
I'm having a orange mojito Malibu. Yeah.
I never liked the taste. I don't like coconut like that. So
And it's as long as
no.
you don't put too much in it. Yeah. Don't put too much in it.
You can put just a touch in there and I'd be like, this has coconut in it. I reject it in the name of Satan.
Oh, like a good Bahama Mama. Oh man.
No.
Mm,
Cannot
mm, mm.
stand coconut. I do not like coconut in anything. The only coconut I like is coconut milk in like a good curry. I'm there for
Oh,
that all day.
I like coconut.
Yeah, okay.
I like I like to see some coconut.
That's because you're a
It's
nut.
good.
You're a nut.
Yeah, well.
All right. So I know we've been kind of rambling. So what are we talking about today, brother? Brother Love?
We're going to talk about the effects of black owned businesses in America, how it has affected American business, and how black entrepreneurs and business leaders have sculpted the landscape of the economic structure here in America.
Oh
That
wow.
long, that long enough title for you?
That's a lot. Like I feel like I need to sit down and take notes. Like, oh, okay.
AKA Black folks doing business. How about that? There you go. A lot shorter.
Okay. So what's one of your first talking points? Do you have an outline for this? Just curious.
No, I'm
What do you
free
got?
winging it, baby.
Oh, let us all bow our heads. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's gonna be a long one.
Uh,
No, no. I think out of the history, you've all seen the list of uh, things that were invented by black folks, right? You've seen that list, like the lawnmower, the traffic light, the pencil sharpener, um, the first open heart surgery. Some
all,
say, and I've heard rumblings that we actually invented the light bulb.
I did
Uh,
too.
I've been seeing a lot of that. I haven't really looked into it that much, but I'm hearing some rumblings. But
I've
I mean, I
heard
looked into
that the
Edison.
technology was created by a black man,
Yeah,
and Edison just took it and he finessed it a little bit, I guess. I don't know.
yeah. Let's
All the
we'll touch
things
on.
all the things that you have listed have been invented out of necessity, um, from the standpoint of blacks being responsible for taking care of different, like taking care of the United States of America.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Um, but the thing is, a lot of people don't really know these things. You just kind of take it for granted because we use them every day. We see them every day. We just kind of used to it, and
Yeah,
I
that's true.
mean, um, but it cannot be lost on the fact that uh, black folks have contributed immensely to the economy of the United States. I know my child is just talking loud. Girl, close my door
He's what?
and stop yelling.
Dude, I don't even know how to like splice this together. Um
Just leave it in. Just leave it in.
Oh wow.
More people say that.
I
Well,
did pause it when she came in and talked about Cubbie.
yeah.
Okay.
So So basically, let me explain to people what Cubbie is. Cubbie is one of those,
I see.
those
I don't
those.
know if the people that are listening to the podcast will know what happened, but definitely YouTube people will see. So,
Yeah.
what break down what just happened?
So I'm in my luxurious, what I call my boom boom room. This is where I keep all my stuff, and my wife and child have rented the whole house, the rest of the house.
Entire house.
Yeah, the entire house, and they keep trying to get in here. But anyway,
Really? That little tiny room?
yeah,
It's like
small, the
small.
smallest bedroom in the house. They trying to take it over.
It's
Always,
literally
I
just a
can't.
little bit bigger than the bathroom.
Yeah, I can't have nothing. Literally can't. But anyway, so Aaron, well, we doing a podcast. Aaron's in there yelling for some reason. Can't really hear because the door's closed. And so I tell her to stop yelling. So she opens up the door in dramatic fashion, just, just totally distressed. Like I can't find Cubbie.
She was so upset.
Yeah. No, so what Cubbie is one of those pillows that
Those
turns
pet
into an
pillows.
animal.
Those
Yeah,
pet
pet
pillows.
pillows. That's exactly what they're
Yeah.
called. It's a pet pillow that she's had since she was what, 2, 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
It's amazing
I
he's
got.
still around.
I
Just
know. I got this pillow for her for free. I didn't pay no money for it. It's amazing. The one thing I didn't pay no money for, she still got everything else. I paid for money for it. She's gonna destroy it. But
sure.
I
Sure.
paid no money for this thing. But for some reason, she has just gotten attached to that pillow, like Linus in his blanket.
Mm-hmm.
So that's her one thing that she cherishes above all else. Everything else can burn to the ground,
Yeah,
but not Cubby.
but what did you tell her about her yelling looking for him?
Oh, I told her stop yelling because Cubby don't have any ears. Yelling for she ain't there yelling for Cubby.
And what was
Cubby,
her
Cubby, like Eddie Murphy and Boomerang. Remember that when he was yelling for the dog? Yeah.
Toby, yeah. Oh my gosh.
She ain't there doing that. But anyway, it got off track. So anyway, that happened. But yeah, so Black Business America, no doubt, hands down, has contributed immensely to the American economy in the past, now, and going to the future. Hands down. I don't think there's anything that has not either been approved upon or taken to the next level in this country on a major accomplishments that haven't been touched by blacks. The automobile, um, capitalism, politics, you name it. We've always been there to push it forward and take it to the next level. Always done it. And this goes back to what we talked about last podcast about how we are American culture.
Yes.
So we always push the bar continuously. Now there's some crazy stuff that we're not gonna participate in, like jumping off mountains, uh,
Well, some of us
diving.
will. But I
Yeah.
seriously doubt that was an a form of entertainment that was like, yeah, this is the best thing ever. If anything, we might have jumped off of a bridge to run away
Nah,
from
we.
people, but
Oh yeah, I mean, we jumping off mountains. It is for
not
necessity
like
only.
let's do
Yeah,
this
it
for
is.
fun. Like, no.
Yeah, there is some type of threat happening, and
Yeah.
that will makes us jump off the building or out of a plane or a bridge or whatever like that. But yeah, we ain't doing that. There's one thing. There's two things black folks don't really mess with. Um, we don't mess with planes too much,
What do you mean?
except for the
Like
Tuskegee
flying?
Airmen. Yeah, Tuskegee Airmen, very brave brothers. Um, and we don't.
I think I would love to like learn how to fly a plane.
Yeah, good luck with that. I'll do it once, and hopefully
I
I
like
live.
it. I like
Then I'm
flying.
done.
I like being up in the sky. It's just such an interesting realization that this is something that can actually be done. It just seems like it defies the laws of
Yeah. Well,
Physics.
Todd's family, they own the airport. They get flying lessons.
Who's Todd?
So, my friend Todd Darlington,
I don't know Todd.
the one that had the stroke. Remember? Well, you probably don't know him, but I told you about him. The one that had the stroke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, his family owns the airport up here, and they get flying
Oh,
lessons.
so what I hear you saying is the next time I come up there, I can get a flying lesson. What do you
just
need for
remind
a
me.
flying lesson?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. Oh, well, are you trying to get your license, or you just want to fly?
No, I just want to fly. I don't want a
Okay, yeah,
license.
you need somebody with a plane. That's all you need.
Well, and someone that knows how to fly.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
Like
saying.
a
When you
good
come here,
fly, what do you call it? Pilot. But
yeah,
anyway, digress. Back to what you're saying.
yeah. So I'll hook you up though next time you come.
Yes. Write that down.
Yeah, so we ain't jumping on no planes, and we don't mess with the ocean too much.
I like the ocean. Like I am
Mm.
the contradict. Is it my 38%?
You like the ocean on the beach, right? You don't like the ocean in the middle of the ocean.
I don't know. Probably
Yeah, you
not.
don't.
I don't think I
You
would.
don't. If you haven't been there yet, you don't.
I don't think I would like. Yeah.
It is no. It is no joke.
I would. I will say I have
It
a
is.
respect for the ocean. I don't know because I was
Yeah.
thinking the other day. I was watching this video with this diver and this whale shark. I think I would probably pass out in the water while swimming if a whale shark came that close to me because it's so big. It's
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah. You.
That would freak me out.
Yeah. Any type
I
of
think.
whale, anything like that? Like, nah, player.
He's like,
Mm-mm.
I'm out.
Nah, I can't do that. I'll stand over here, and I'll see the little water come out at the top of the water. But like, oh, look at that. That's a whale. Look at that. That's fantastic. And the captain says, we're gonna get closer. I'm like, nah, we
No.
yeah.
You start
Nah, you can
going
just drop me off.
inside or in the back. Yeah,
Yeah,
like I don't want to see
just go
this.
ahead. Yeah,
You're
just
like
go ahead and
looking
drop me
that
off.
way and it's over there. Yeah.
Drop me off at the dock, player.
Why do you
I
think
can see
that
it just
is?
fine. Hmm?
Why do you think we have such aversions
Just
to
mad
certain things?
because I think that we have a very innate survival thing in us, and stuff that we know that we can't control, we ain't really trying to mess with.
That's a good point. I think it
We ain't
goes
trying
back
to.
to slavery, honestly.
Yeah, like
And
if you up
just
in the airplane, there's nowhere to go. You know what I'm
right.
saying? If you're in the middle of the ocean, there's nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. You ain't running. you, you know what I'm saying? You can't run in air. You can't run in
That's
water.
that's
So,
some very good points. So it's like the sky and the ocean are the two extremes above and below ground.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And we don't, we show them mad respect. We don't mess with them.
We like to
We
stay
don't,
grounded.
yeah, we do not tempt fate. We just
I
don't.
will say I feel like we tend to have a better respect and appreciation for the animals that inhabit those spaces as well too.
Yeah,
Like, oh, there's a deer. Okay, I'm gonna go over here.
yeah, we don't mess with wildlife that much. I don't care what it is. We just ain't messing with it. I mean, we'll mess with our dogs, dogs that have been in our family or dogs you familiar with, but if it's a dog that you don't know,
You get a stick. Like, wait a minute now.
Yeah, be like, what's that over there? Is that a chihuahua? Keep moving. Keep moving. We ain't mess with that dog. Ain't nothing but a chihuahua. I
Oh
don't care,
God.
man.
You just don't know other people's dogs too. Some dogs only like their family members too. So
Yeah, well, it really depends on who's raising them too.
that
Because a lot
too,
of
but you
people,
do have, but see also too, you have to approach dogs a certain way. They can be the most loving and kind, but if they feel threatened and they're not normally like that ever, if you just kind of come at them a certain way, they'll
yeah,
go into that
if they hurt or if
yeah.
they're lost or something like that, yeah, they go in survival mode. They lash out, but some people they isolate their pets. A lot of people isolate their pets, so their pets don't really meet other people
That's true.
and
That's
stuff like
not,
that.
yeah. But
So
some
they just
pets need to be isolated because I have a friend. She has, he's like one of those hybrid dogs. He's super tiny, and he only,
hybrid dog.
yeah, you know, hybrid dogs like a Labradoodle. That's a hybrid dog.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about some kind of dog that's an Avenger or something.
Well, I mean, that's probably already in the works. Just saying.
Oh man,
Probably led by a team of Black people.
probably so. Probably experimented on us anyway.
Yes. So Black
Hmm.
businesses.
Yes. How we get off on? I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, I mean, we usually don't
okay.
stay on topic, but I think that's the most interesting part of the podcast
Yeah.
is we go different places, but we try our best to come back.
Oh man, we go like everywhere. But anyway, back to black business. Um, so we've accomplished a lot as people when it comes to business, when it comes to um, finance and stuff like that. Um, there was a movie. I can't think of the name of it. Man, if I hadn't, but it came out last year. It had Anthony. Was it Anthony Mackie?
What was it about?
And it had Samuel Jackson. It was based on a true story.
Samuel. Ooh,
It
okay.
is back in the 60s or 70s, and there was these two prominent black businessmen who basically started a bank,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
and
is it
and
the
so
banker? The banker.
the banker, yes,
Because Nia Long is in that one. Yeah.
yeah. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's an excellent movie, and how they were getting discriminated, even though they had great ideas,
Mm.
and people were stealing their ideas or couldn't see it. But that is a reason how credit cards came about. They created the credit card.
Yeah, I
I
did see
mean,
that. Mm-hmm.
like, come on. I mean, a lot of people don't know that story. They just think, I think it was a Diners Club. I think was the first credit card or something like that. Diners Club. I think it was Diners Club, where you pay like a membership fee a month, and then you could go to a really nice diner and you show them the diner cup, and they charge you, and then you have to pay for it later. Some kind of mess like that. But
Oh, so
I
it
think,
literally was like, okay, I never really knew what like I've heard about the credit card, but I didn't know that's how you could use it. Okay, that makes sense. It literally
I
was
think
like a
I,
diner.
yeah, to the masses. But I think generally the credit card was generally used for primarily for businesses first, you know. But then when it would lead to the masses and but it was kind of cool how they had these great ideas and they would go to these banks in order to finance this idea, and they got turned down all the time. So basically, what they did is they found a white guy to basically stand in and be their cover. So they would tell this white guy who didn't know anything about finance, but I think it was he was a smart guy, but he wasn't a finance guy. But
Yeah.
They told him exactly what to say, and he would go into these banks, these financial institutions, and they were like, "Oh my God, this is the greatest idea in the world," just because he was a white guy. But when the black guys came in, they didn't want to listen to it. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you had a lot of situations like that. I mean, just imagine where we would be right now if financial institutions uh, wouldn't have been so racist in their views and who they do business with customers.
Yeah.
Um, just imagine where we would be.
It's come a long
Uh,
way with that because for the longest, it was hard for Black people, and then it became hard for women. Like
mm,
you couldn't have an account unless you had a husband too. So it was
mm-hmm.
like discriminatory against single women as well. So
Yep.
just a way to keep people from having access to those things.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was a pretty good movie. It was a really good movie.
I haven't seen it. I'll have to watch
Oh,
it.
you can even watch it.
Is it
I mean,
on?
it's good. I think it's on Hulu. I think might
Is
be on
it?
Hulu.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe we can do like a reaction video to it or something. I'll try to watch it.
Okay. Cool.
So speaking of banks, um, what is your thoughts on Killer Mike opening
Yeah,
his
I was
own
gonna
bank?
mention that. Whoo! I mean, it's a long, hard road to do something
Yeah.
like that.
I love the
You just,
idea of it though.
I love the idea of it too. I think the problem is I don't think people are educated enough to really do it,
What do you mean?
to participate in it.
They
They're
don't
just not
quite
educated enough.
understand.
They don't understand the magnitude of it. I
Well,
mean, that's
then maybe if Killer Mike you're listening or someone that can get this to him, like maybe that's a good idea because I do think you have to provide people a understanding of why this is beneficial to them and don't assume that they'll just do it because it's Black owned.
right. And I'll say this: this idea is so important, and this is if Killer Mike's watching. This idea, I think, is so important that I believe you need to go on a tour and you need to take it to the masses for a year and just tell people about this. I mean, give a free tour, a free concert, run the jewels or whatever.
Yeah,
Do do 2 or 3 songs, and then talk about banking. Talk about
finances.
why this is a
Yeah.
part. Yeah, I mean, it's huge.
I will
It
say
could
that
be
a
really
lot
huge.
of people are like it piqued a lot of people's interest and they're like, ooh, okay. Because I know that's an area that a lot of people do struggle in,
Yeah,
finances, and um
most people do.
it's overwhelming. Because I was having a conversation with my god sister Jamia, and she was telling me about stocks and she's gotten into doing stocks, and now I'm kind of like, ooh,
Stop.
I don't know anything about it, but I know that there's a lot of power and financial opportunities in that realm of things, but it's about having the knowledge how to work the
Navigate that space.
system. Yeah, because it's overwhelming when you don't know anything
Yeah,
about
and
it. You don't have that foundation.
and I can tell you right now, the odds are stacked against you from the
Of
jump.
course. I mean, look at
Even even
how the stock market reacted while Trump was in office. If that's not a fake, like you can tell that that was buffered to ensure that it maintained a certain level to a large
yeah.
extent.
Well, yeah, and they kept tying the stock market to say, well, look, the stock market's doing fine, so the economy's doing fine, which
Right.
is a huge lie.
They're not
They
connected at
lied.
all. They lied.
What they didn't tell anybody was that the government was throwing all this money into the stock market, into the market itself.
Yeah.
So then you have this feeding frenzy of all these brokers who were making money no matter what. They were playing with free money. They were playing with free money, didn't pay any of it back, and got to
Mm-hmm.
keep all of it.
They did.
So,
So many people made so much money.
yeah. So, like when the stock market kind of took a turn when Biden came in, everybody's like, well, see, Wall Street don't like the stock market. Don't, Wall Street doesn't like Biden. It's like, no, there just wasn't all that free money going to them anymore.
When did it get tied? When did the stock market get tied to the office of the presidency? Or
Reagan.
has it just always been? Oh, you know what? That makes sense because he was very much.
Reagan. Yeah, he got rid of the unions and get rid of the unions and pensions, and that's how you got the 401k, which is a big joke.
It's a joke because you have so many companies that don't contribute a damn thing. It's like, why am I even going through my company's 401k?
Yeah. Or
they don't get me started on that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they give you all these false hopes, and you can manage your own portfolio, and you find out that you don't know nothing about the stock market, and then you find out that there's all kind of penalties for moving one stuff to the other, and
it's such a joke. There's better ways at planning for your retirement than a 401k.
Yeah,
it really is. It's not the smartest. I don't want to say smartest, but it's not the best option. I'll say that.
It is not the best option, and it's a lot of work. And if you think, well, I'm gonna go in and dump $1,000 in here and say I'm gonna make something happen.
No. But like you said earlier, the odds are stacked against you.
Yeah, the odds are stacked against you. So basically, the big fish in the stock market, the big brokers, they have a huge interest in staying ahead of you, the day traders and stuff like that. So that's how they make their money. They make their money on basically short selling stocks. I mean, they bet against stocks. How do you make money off betting against the stock? You should be able to do that.
It's a way, yeah. What do you think of what happened with the God, what is that stock? GameStop.
Oh, GameStop?
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
I love that happened. Because I think that opened up people's eyes.
Well, exposed
pulled the curtain back just a little bit.
Yeah, exposed two things. One, a lot of these little apps that people use in order to invest, it was basically found out that it was actually run by Wall Street itself, the big brokers. So they can actually keep tabs on what the little guy was investing in, so they can kind of stay ahead of the curve.
Right. That's so wrong, though. That's
right.
So wrong.
So instead of you being able to make a come up, it was actually holding you back. Which I think a lot of people were very upset about. And two, that the concept was noble, but you weren't going to make a lot of money in it, if any. And I'm talking about day to day. If you stay in it for 10, 20 years, you might break even.
Yeah.
You might get your money back.
You have to be super on top of it, though, to really like that. That's like a job in itself.
Yeah, it's a full-time job. You literally have to watch it constantly, continually, because it moves second to second. So for people to say, well, I'm just going to check my numbers when I get home, then you already lost.
Yeah.
You've already lost.
Can't do anything once it closes.
Yeah. And, all these reports that come out of the government actually kind of dictate, what's going to happen the next quarter or, what have you,
Mm-hmm.
Well, how's the agricultural report? What's the jobs report? What's there's all kind of things. What is Saudi Arabia doing with oil? What's happening in Venezuela? You know, you know, half of Texas, the electricity went out. All that stuff affects um, the stock report, the stock market. So you just kind of have to stay on it. You just really do. And and I'll tell everybody this.
I hope she found at least mother has ears.
Hopefully so.
What do you mean? Hopefully so.
So stop yelling. So I'm gonna tell everybody this. All you gotta do is go to your local bank. Go wherever bank. You don't even have to bank there. Go to your bank. Ask questions. That's why they're there. They don't cost you a dime. You ain't gotta put no money in. You ain't gotta do none of that. You can ask a billion questions because if they don't know it, they'll call somebody who will explain it to you. Because the way that take advantage of the way the banks work, especially small banks, because they don't make any money unless they're lending money out or getting money to lend. That's the only way they make money. So when you go invest in a CD, your money just doesn't sit there. They actually take that money and then they loan it out,
Yeah.
So that's the only way they make money. So they have a very invested interest in people knowing how banking works. It's the only way they can make money. So they're going to tell you exactly what is best for you and shop around because the rates might all be similar. You might find one cheaper than the next. They might have an introductory program or what have you, or a specialty program just that they have. But all of them, every program is designed a little different, especially if it's an in-house program. So go to the bank, talk to your people. It doesn't cost any money. Stay there all day if you got to, and don't leave till you understand.
Mm.
Doesn't cost you a dime, and they're more than willing to talk to you.
They love to talk to you. They really do.
Yeah,
And if you find
yeah,
one that doesn't seem like they want to be bothered, go talk to somebody else.
yeah. That's a loss on them because
Yeah,
they ain't gonna
go
make no
talk to
money off you.
somebody else. Right. Right. Because
Yeah,
you
because
can
that's
always find someone that is willing to talk banking business with you in a bank.
yeah. Because I mean, anybody who works at a bank, I mean, they'll tell you, yeah, there's quotas. There's
Mm-hmm.
there's numbers we gotta meet. You know, and the bank manager, his job is to promote these programs. He's trying to get people to invest in the CDs and Roth REAs and all these other programs. And if nobody comes in to invest, bank don't make any money
Mm.
because your money is not sitting in a vault.
No,
It
not
ain't happen.
not like people think.
It ain't happen. People, and you know what? People didn't find that out until the Great Depression when the stock market fell. That's what really killed the um, the economy is when people went to the bank and wanted to withdraw all their money. And when you have that many people wanting their money back at one time, that's when people found out, where is my money? Where's my $20? Well, sir, we don't have $20. What do you mean you don't have $20? Where is my money? That's because the money does not sit there. The money moves. It continually moves like all the time. So whatever bank you go to, if everybody who's a member of that bank goes to that bank and withdraws their money, 75, 70 to 75% of those people will not be getting their money back in their hand because the bank doesn't keep money like that.
No, they do not.
No. But before we run out of time, also want to talk about the Tulsa Black Wall Street.
Oh yeah. Where'd you go, Mark? Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
There you go. All right. So
Tulsa Wall Street.
the
Okay.
Black Wall Street. You've heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Of course.
So this was not a unique thing. There was plenty of uh, black neighborhoods or cities that were self-sustaining, and had their own banks, had their own general store,
Grocery
yeah,
stores.
had their own
Yes.
stuff. Um, and there's been several movies. I think one of them is there was one in Florida. I can't remember the name of that one. That movie. Um, that one had starred like Michael Clark Duncan and some other people. I want to say Cottonwood. Was it Cottonwood? Might have been Cottonwood. I don't know. Can't remember. But how these people created their own economic structure, and it was just taken away. People didn't want them to have it,
Yeah.
and
Very, very
it
sad.
was a war zone. It was an actual war zone. We didn't go to them; they came to us,
Mm-hmm. With
burned
the
it down,
intentions of
shot everybody.
total destruction. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the thing. I was like, they could have burned it down, but the fact that they went in there to like with the intentions of killing people,
killing everybody. Yeah, they
I
had an
was
airplane too.
like, oh my
But
gosh.
they, but they had airplanes and they were flying over the city, um, so they could catch anybody who was trying to flee.
Mm.
So I mean, it's really disturbing, really disturbing.
It
But
really, really is. It really
yeah,
is. And
but
it's not talked about. I will say I probably have heard because I've known about this since like high school. Um, but I will say I've started to hear about it or see people talking about it in the past couple of years.
hmm
And
because I think people are really it's starting to dawn on people how messed up it really is, how needless and how just stupid the violence was because people were jealous.
do you think it
People were
had to
jealous.
do with the fact that there's been this apparent uprising of white supremacy, and so people are like, okay, let's remind you of their presence in history?
I think that too. Yeah, because I mean, people are
Because
a little
people
afraid right
gotta
now.
talk about it. Are you afraid?
Am I afraid?
Yeah, I see it differently.
Well, if you black, you always afraid.
Well, I
I
would
don't
say
care.
I'm less afraid
Uh,
of
I
them,
don't.
that group per se. But yeah, I get
No,
what
I
you're
mean,
saying.
you. Yeah, if you black, you always afraid. There's always that little piece of you, and no matter where you are in the world, you're afraid because there's always going to be that little piece. Like,
Except in Singapore. I heard Singapore is where you can go and not have to worry about, is it Singapore? Don't quote me on that. But there's some
well,
Asian country, although Singapore has very strict rules. I don't know that it's
yeah,
Singapore, but
it doesn't matter if
yeah.
you black, or if you're an American. If you're traveling, you watch your back. You gotta watch your back no matter what. If you think you're just gonna just get away with anything you want, you walk down the wrong street, Bubba. That'd be that. That'd be that. But
Yeah.
but uh,
They're
and it's one.
fighting to maintain their hold, and I think they're realizing that their hold is not as they're starting to lose their grip a little bit.
Well, I think what it is that things are definitely changing in the space, and people are just listening to the rhetoric. The problem is it's always been changing. It has never
Right.
been like just 1 year. Oh my God, everything just changed overnight. No, it's always been changing. It's always been evolving. It's just that you've had these small group of people who don't like the change for whatever reason. I don't know. Um, maybe it's racism. Maybe it's
They
economic. I
just
don't know. Um, but
well, it's just
they they
they want to maintain
they
what they have. Yeah.
yeah, and they create this false narrative that we, we're coming after them. Like,
Yeah.
don't even know you, man.
But
Don't even know you.
that gives them a sense of fear that, oh, I'm definitely going to lose this. So what do I need to do to fight against the people, quote unquote, that
Yeah,
are coming to take what I have? And it's like, no, dude, I don't want what you have. Like, I just
yeah,
want to be able to have and maintain what I already have without having to worry about maybe you coming to take what I have, because you're like,
yeah,
oh, I like gentrification. That's all I have to
yeah.
say.
In any good company, anyway, is gonna have a good risk management department. I mean, if you don't think Goldman Sachs,
Keyword
um,
good.
um, yeah,
Good
if you don't think
company.
Goldman Sachs, the majority of that building is risk management, then
Oh, definitely. That's
yeah, and that
probably
and that falls in the risk management.
yeah.
Um, but any
Well,
good corporation.
how do you think that that in Tulsa, how that impacted black people or continues to impact black people in terms of having black businesses and feeling and really just kind of building our communities instead of having to go over to certain other people's communities, building up our own communities and making them strong again.
Um, I think Tulsa is still feeling the impact of it today. Oklahoma as a whole,
Yeah,
because
Oklahoma
it
is.
it
Oof,
set them back so far. I mean, Oklahoma was a very prominent state.
it was.
Um,
You would not know
and
that today. You would not.
now people forget about Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's kind of sad
Uh,
because it has so much. There's so much potential there, but
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, they got a lot going on. I mean, they got cattle, and I think they got oil too, and they got a lot of stuff going on.
they do. But it's
But
not to the level that it could be. You
right,
know?
right,
Yeah, they destroyed that.
yeah, they
They did
did,
destroy that. So sad.
they did.
Well, we were supposed to have a special guest today. Um,
Yeah,
I prepared something for us to kind of look at. Do you think we'll reschedule this special guest, or you want me to
no,
go ahead and? Okay,
no,
let me show you what I was
no.
going to share.
Oh
Um,
Lord, this is what I think it was gonna be. I see the smile on your face.
no, I'm trying to figure out what happened.
Oh man. But either way, tune in next week. Well, I know our next guest is definitely gonna show up. NFL player Tony Walker. So next week. All right, what you got going on? What is it?
Okay, so the person that was supposed to be on this is gonna be our "We Salute You, Leo" segment.
That's it.
So I found this, and I thought that it would be
You
really
are
good
wrong.
to watch and react to it. Hold on, it's not what you expect it to be, though. I will say
I
that
I
it's
just saw
not.
Dolphins, so
So there is this music group called Everyone Loves Payday, and they have
hmm
released their official video for their signal called Dolphin. So we're gonna watch it.
okay.
Okay, I did not watch all of this. That's not even a dolphin, that's a shark. That's a shark.
Yeah, but they got a Dolphin jersey on. See, this is what happens when you let your kids just do stuff. Rich kids.
I think I think the rapper is actually a girl.
Yeah, it's a girl.
I'm so confused.
That's the point. They're distracted from the fact that they're wealthy white kids. So, in order to make up for the fact that they're wealthy white kids, they're just making it just stupid and crazy. That's the distraction. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you took an L on that one. you took it. Yeah, you taking an L on that one, Coco. You got an L
I
on
didn't
that one.
create that. I'm like, what was that?
L. You taking a big old L on that one.
How am I taking an L on that? I did not create that song.
That was terrible. But how we looking like?
Oh,
How we looking on time?
we got like 8 minutes,
Yeah.
but I think I'm gonna cut that out. That's gonna be like a bonus because that was
Please.
weird. That left me feeling some kind of way.
Yeah, that was.
I
Yeah,
think I clicked on the wrong one.
I died a little bit inside.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You died a little bit inside.
I got a, I got a
Oh,
black
I
hole in
just
my
died
soul.
in your arms tonight. It must have been something deep. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. I don't even know how to come back from that. Spilt my water.
Ain't no coming back.
Hold on. I gotta pick this up. Oh, sweet baby Jesus of life. Alrighty. So I even had like, let's see here. Well, that was not a good thing.
No.
It was hella disturbing. Oh, I have something that's interesting. Interesting
What's that?
fact to discuss.
What's that?
So I was reading this article, and it was talking about how a teen Civil War reenacting chicken found in Alabama.
It would be in Alabama.
It says
Alabama or
a
Mississippi. One of the two.
Mississippi. That's so funny you say that. A Mississippi teen who lost his Civil War reenacting pet chicken Pete outside a Cracker Barrel restaurant in Alabama was reunited with the bird.
Mm-hmm.
By a farmer. The farmer who found it. Oh my God, there's so many things interesting with this story. So he left Peep, a rooster that participates in simulated battles, tied to his truck in the parking lot. Someone overheard and said they had seen Peep wandering in the parking lot. An animal control officer got involved in the hunt, and missing chicken photos of Peep soon spread on social media pages. And this is a city north of Birmingham. With no sign of Peep, he continued to drive home. Then he got a message that the bird had been found outside the Cracker Barrel by the farmer.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
There's so much interestingness around this. I find interesting is that he had a pet chicken that reenacts the Civil War. Like, that's a thing. They've just said forget
chicken.
people, just do it with chickens.
Yeah, the chicken ran. That's it.
No, he had the chicken tied to the truck. PETA is all over this story right now. You know they are.
So the chicken couldn't run. Because that's what chickens would have done during the Civil War. They would have ran. No matter what side they were on, they were like,
oh my God.
I don't want no parts of this. I'm out. Y'all have fun. Gonna go over here and lay these eggs. Y'all do what y'all do. But do not involve me.
It's just thought that was an interesting story to see.
I don't know what to say.
Leo failed us. What can I say? He would have known exactly what to say.
I don't know what to say.
What do you mean you don't know what to say?
I don't know.
You have no thoughts about Peep? His name is Peep. About Peep?
You can call him Sandwich. Okay.
Would you go see a Civil War chicken reenactment?
No, I wouldn't say a human one.
I would be more likely to go to a chicken one, though.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Why?
Nah. I got other things to do. Hey, you wanna watch this chicken Civil War? No, I gotta go pee.
It's just so interesting what people do with their time. I did not even know that this was a thing, that people were using animals now to reenact the Civil War, which we lost. The South lost. I don't get why they are trying to celebrate the reenactment. Like, they're confused. Usually you celebrate something of victory, right?
Well, that's the thing. They that's what the Daughters of Confederacies, that was their goal, is to repaint the Civil War.
How? They literally reenacted it as it was, and they lost. They all lay there dead. Like, did they change the ending?
Yeah, they changed the ending. They basically changed the whole narrative.
So what? How did they change the ending?
They don't talk about it. That's how you change it.
But how do you do a reenactment without an ending?
You only reenact the battles that you won. You don't reenact the battles you lost.
So it's not.
They'll never do that.
Even the Civil War reenactment, then.
It's a Civil War reenactment.
I'm so confused.
I mean, the South won some battles. They won some battles.
Right.
So those are the only battles they celebrate. So they don't celebrate the Civil War. They celebrate a battle during the Civil War.
Oh, so they pick and choose. They only reenact the battles that they won.
And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and that goes into it along with the statues when you read it. It's like, oh, our fallen brother, our comrade, fought for this great state, fought for what he believed in. Don't say nothing about he owned slaves, he fought for slavery, or none of that. You don't say none of that. So that's why all them statues come in. That's why you don't really, the only time you really hear about black people is about slaves, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and Frederick Douglass. That's all you need to know for the full 12 years you're in high school. That's all you're going to learn about.
Harriet Tubman. Every now
and
and
Harriet
then.
Tubman.
Every now
And maybe a sprinkle of Thurgood Marshall. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's about it.
You make a valid point. Well, I just thought I would, since I put all the time and effort into these stories, I thought we would.
Civil War chicken.
I thought that was probably the most interesting of what was on there that wouldn't take a lot of thought.
Hey, you're right. It didn't take a whole lot of thought.
Since we only had like a short block of time.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, I guess that does it for this very odd podcast.
It has been very odd, but it's been very informative.
Where's Erin? She stopped
she's
hollering?
in the other room.
What?
I think her mother came home.
So she found her mother. Okay, good.
Yeah, so they're probably in there plotting against me.
Oh. Okay.
But what can we do to get on Father's nose today?
Well, is there anything they can do?
Oh, there's plenty of stuff they can do. Come in and ask me to make dinner. Something.
That would get on your nerves, them asking you to make dinner.
Yep. Because all they do is complain.
Oh, so you make the dinner, and then they're like, I don't like this. Why did you do that?
I don't like it. You didn't put enough salt in it.
That's rude.
Yeah.
What's the point of that?
I don't know.
I need to invite them to my little circle of kindness. Be kind. That's not nice.
Mm-hmm. No.
Well, don't cook them any dinner. They don't deserve it.
Nope.
Not at all.
All right, then. So I guess we'll wrap this one up, Coco. And then next week, Tony Walker. I promise you we'll have Tony Walker.
And if we don't, you'll still have us.
Yep. Either way, you're going to have fun.
Talking about chickens and Civil War reenactments. And for those that are on YouTube, I don't know that we'll have the dolphin reaction video. That was weird. I'm still unsettled. I think that's why we're a little discombobulated after.
Yeah, that kind of
the chicken came after that. It took you off your game.
I didn't know the cliff. I didn't know a cliff led to another cliff.
You did say black people don't like to jump off cliffs for fun, and I felt like I literally did that. It's like, let's jump off of this cliff.
Yeah, like another cliff.
Oh Lord. Oh man, the things people do with their free time. That has been truly the theme of today.
Yep.
All right. Speaking of free time, I'm gonna give you your time back to be free.
All righty. Y'all have fun, and we'll see you next week. With Tony Walker.
Or just us. All
right.
Oh, I hear Erin. All right, let's go before she comes makes another appearance.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Bye.
All right. See y'all later.